All right. How you doing? Fade to Black breaking news on Thursday, January 19th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I am Jimmy Church. Let's get straight to it. Little late action going on here in the studio. On this day in history, 2004. It was the Howard Dean scream. An energetic rally, Democratic presidential hopeful Howard Dean emits a noise so crazy that it ended his career in politics. It became known as, that's right, the Howard Dean scream. On this day in 2004, Fader fact, pound cake. Pound cake got its name because the original recipe contained a pound of butter. A pound of butter. And that's your Fader fact. Let's get to the breaking news. Prosecutors plan to charge actor Alec Baldwin with involuntary manslaughter in the deadly 2021 Rust film shooting. Baldwin and armor Hannah Gutierrez-Reed will each be charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Helena Hutchins. And here's the deal. A conviction is punishable by up to 18 months in jail and up to a $5,000 fine. The district attorney said no charges will be filed specific to the non-fatal shooting of the film's director, Joel Souza. Baldwin has placed responsibility on Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who served as the armorer and props assistant on the film, and assistant director Dave Halls, who handed him the gun. More as this story develops. The United States Coast Guard says it's tracking a suspected Russian spy ship in the international waters off the coast of Hawaii. The Coast Guard says that it has been monitoring the vessel for weeks now and is sharing updated information with the Department of Defense. Crazy news as it broke yesterday. British actor Julian Sands, known for his work like TV shows 24 and films A Room with a View and Arachnophobia, has been identified as the hiker missing in the Mount Baldy, California area since last Friday. Sands was reported missing at 7:30 p.m. on January 13th. Search and rescue crews were on the mountain looking for Sands, but due to the severe weather and an avalanche threat, rescue workers had to suspend their search efforts. Officials continue to use drones to search for Sands, but are limited to other resources due to the weather on Mount Baldy. Here in Southern California, and especially the San Gabriel Valley, and I'm talking about Pasadena, Arcadia, Monrovia, that area, Mount Baldy sits right there and looks over. It's easy to access, lots of great hiking trails and all of that, and getting to the top of Mount Baldy, it's right there, and that's where he went hiking. Absolutely tragic story. So we'll see how this plays out. More than 22 million Americans are under a winter weather warning or advisory today as a snowstorm that hammered Denver with the biggest 2-day January snowfall in more than 30 years is slowly pushing eastward. Colorado's Wolf Creek Ski Resort got 52 inches and Crested Butte recorded 48 inches of snow in a single day. Today's snowfall pushed the Minneapolis-St. Paul area over 50 inches for the season. That is twice the average for the date and about equal to an entire winter for the region. Wow. The Esrange rocket range in Sweden's Arctic Circle will soon see missions fly into orbit now that it has been unveiled as the first mainland European orbital spaceport. The facility will finally let the European Space Agency, otherwise known as the ESA, to launch rockets on the continent to supplement decades of missions from French Guiana. Orbital launches will soar from the spaceport as soon as this year, according to spaceport manager Swedish Space Corporation. A new study of the Milky Way's galactic plane has revealed 3.32 billion cosmic objects in stunning detail. It's incredible. The Celestial Catalog, the largest of its type, was built using data from the Dark Energy Camera at the Cerro Tololo Inter-American Observatory in Chile, which is operated by the United States National Science Foundation, the NSF. The catalog took 2 years to complete, with the Dark Energy Camera producing over 10 terabytes of data from 21,400 individual exposures of the southern sky. Scientists from McGill University in Canada have detected a record-breaking radio signal from a very distant galaxy. The galaxy is at redshift Z equals 1.29. Because of the galaxy's immense distance, the emission line has shifted to a 48-centimeter line from the 21-centimeter line they had expected. The galaxy that it originated from is believed to have existed when the universe was only 4.9 billion years old, making the source of the record-breaking radio signal 8.8 billion years old. And that's incredible. On the evening of July 19th, 1952, bizarre incident occurred in the skies over Washington, D.C. That would last into the early morning hours of July 20th. It lasted for 2 weeks and had become known as the 1952 Washington, D.C. UFO flap. We all know about it. Well, Reverend Louis A. Gardner wrote, he's from Los Angeles, by the way, wrote Albert Einstein a letter asking for his opinion on flying saucers. You know, did he believe saucers come from space, specifically from Mars or Venus? You know, Gardner asked him that. He also said, you know, he wanted to know if UFOs were some kind of military technology experiments created by the United States Air Force or America's foes, right? Well, Einstein replied, and the letter has surfaced. In short, it says this. This is the entire reply. July 23rd, 1952. Dear Sir, those people have seen something. What it is, I do not know, and I am not curious to know. Sincerely yours, Albert Einstein. Well, I'm going to leave you with this today. A Chihuahua mix from Ohio has now claimed the Guinness World Record as the world's oldest living dog. Spike. Spike, who turned 23 years old and 26 days today, hails from Camden, Ohio, a small town with a population of just over 2,000 people, right around the Dayton area. And the Guinness World Record says that the new record-holding pup stands 9 inches tall and weighs just under 13 pounds. He was a rescue, by the way, from a parking lot. And it's a great story. And the pictures are wonderful. Happy birthday, Spike, and congratulations. And that's your Fade to Black breaking news. All the news that you need for this Thursday, January 19th, 2023. Breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. And with that, I'm going to say, go back.